Hi, I'm the Stars from the Stars Gaming, and this week we're going over ESO's 5th Anniversary Jubilee Week 4 event, which is all about the daily quests you get from the trials and the dungeons. Now, you can get the trial quest by going into the trial and clicking on the guy with the little blue arrow over his head and getting the quest from him. As far as dungeons go, you have to get those from the Undaunted Dungeon folks, which is not a big deal. But let's check out what the Impresario has this week for the event.
Come, let me get a look at you. And
so this week we get the style pages for Sai Sahan, which are really cool. And if you can't get them from the drops, there are 5 event tickets. You can get the whole set that way. She also has all of the feathers to get your Indrik mount. And this week, the berries that we have, the 4th week of the berries, the Luminous Berry of Ripeness. That will allow you to transform your Indrik to the orangish, yellowish looking glow around the head, which is really cool actually. And I'll be doing that because it just looks cool. So before we begin, like I say in every other video, always make sure, because you want the extra XP, but always make sure to eat your Jubilee cake. That memento, it's really super important because not only do you get that 100% XP bonus, which stacks with any other XP up to 200%, you get 2 event tickets for the first time every day that you do it. And throughout the entire event, if you do this every day, you're going to get 72 tickets, which is a lot. You can get a lot of stuff with that. So once you do that, then you're off. And what I'm going to do now first are the Undaunted Dungeons. Actually, only going to do the Undaunted Dungeons. Trials take too long, and I don't want this video to go longer than it has to be. All right, so here we are in Wayrest at the folks that give out the Undaunted quests. So all you do is go and you pick up the 3 for the day. Doesn't matter what order you get them in. Doesn't matter what order you do them in. Just get them. And then you go into one of the dungeons and do it. It's pretty simple. You just go in there, fight your way through all these folks just to get to your final objective, which is the final boss. And you're just going to go ahead and fight that final boss, just like you would on any other dungeon, really, especially the Undaunted, because you picked up the daily. And that's what this week is all about. The 3 daily dungeon quests and the daily trials quest. So you go through the dungeon, like I said, you get to the final boss, you burn her down or him down, whatever it is. Make sure you have a good group, which in this case I did have a really good group. I was pretty happy to be in this group. This was a pickup group, and that's one thing I like about this game. A lot of the pickup groups are really, really good players. So kudos to them and thank you. Once you've done what you're supposed to do and killed the boss, you make your way back to any of the Undaunted folks to turn in your quests.
you're back. You ever wonder if cultists are some of the peskiest vermin?
You get the Anniversary Jubilee gift box, and then out of that, you don't know what you're going to get. It's all random. You could get the drops for size of hand stuff. You can get all kinds of stuff. It's a really good way to, even if you don't get the motifs or anything like that, it's a good way to stock up on supplies if you're a crafter. Like I just got 20 clam gall. That's pretty good. That's really good. So that's all it is for this week. This is just a fun way to just join some friends if you can into dungeons, into trials, blast through them, get them done, and have fun getting your stuff. Now next week, week 5, it's going to be everything. So I'm going to put a link in the description for the last 2 weeks of events. And then I will also next week put a link for all of the events previous to week 5.